Jen, I'm counting on you to rise above this personal grievance and see the bigger picture.
I am. I told my parents, and they say this is sexual harassment.
You're not serious.
I complained to Richard, and he did nothing. I told Miss Warshak, and she did nothing. My mom said, if you don't do something, I can take this to court.
1, 2, 3, 4.
My mama told me I was still in school. Brush your teeth after every meal. Learn the golden rule and be a lady. Be a lady through and through. She said if you will be a lady, some good boy's gonna come take care of you. She said a lady's always true, lady's always kind. When you love somebody, just love one boy at a time, 'cause that's a lady. That's what a lady's all about. She said if you will be a lady, some good boy's gonna come take you out.
1, halt! You. What's the matter? You want to go in there and protest with your little girlfriend?
No, sir.
We're going to help you learn to stand at attention. You're pulling flag duty.
What?
Go over there and guard the flag.
Yes, sir.
At attention.
Now you can be a woman. There ain't no trick to that. You wanna be special, you need to have style, you need to have class to be a lady. Yeah, be a lady every day. She said keep waiting on some good boy who's gonna carry you away.
Hello, Mr. Gaines.
Hi, Rich.
It's a nice jacket. Hey, shortstop.
Catch.
How you doing? Good. Yeah, we were in Little League together. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, how's it going?
Ah, fine, I guess.
Yeah?
If I wasn't here. Mr. Gaines, do we really have to go through with this? I mean, she knew it was just guys having fun, then all of a sudden she can't handle it at the paper, and she starts to take it out on me.
Rich, have a seat, please.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, all right.
Hi.
Hi, Denise.
Sorry I'm late. I had to lock up since we're not getting an issue out. It's the first time in 10 years for this newspaper.
I'm well aware of that. Well, we're all here. Student officers, witnesses. Jen, you want to go through with this?
Yes.
So listen, people. This hearing is informal. We are not in court, and let's hope it stays that way. But we're very mindful of our school's good reputation. We're very proud of our school's newspaper, which has won many awards and trophies under the guidance of Richard here. At the same time, we are well aware of what's at stake when a promising young man is accused of something which, if true, could cause him to be removed as the newspaper's editor and maybe suspended. We are trying to find out what happened here. And I've asked the paper's faculty advisor to observe. Are your parents coming, Jen?
I asked them not to. I can handle this.
Richard, are your parents coming?
Like, I want them to hear this.
Very well. Okay, all of you. If you want to say something, don't worry about what you think we want to hear. Just come out and say it, okay?
Okay, this whole hearing is wrong. If you had a problem, you should have handled it yourself.
I tried.
Well, obviously not hard enough. When you went complaining to the principal, did you even think how hard that makes it for the rest of us? You know, plenty of girls are trying to get along.
Yeah, right, Lisa. Everybody else should just roll over and shut up as long as you got yours.
Lisa, Bobbie, save the debate for the case, all right? Young people, the question here is, did Richard sexually harass Jen?
Oh, come on. You think he bagged her under a desk?
Try to picture that.
No one is claiming that Richard raped her.
Well, then it's settled. I'm out of here.
Mick, sit down.
Sit down, please. Sexual harassment does not necessarily include rape. There are two types. The first type is quid pro quo. Now, that means when a supervisor or superior demands sexual considerations for job advancement or benefits.
Say what?
The boss says he'll promote her if she goes to bed with him.
Oh, right.
That's one definition. The other is hostile environment. That means that the work conditions are offensive, and they are offensive for sexual reasons. Now, that does not apply necessarily to a high school newspaper, but it gives us a way of thinking about what allegedly happened in this instance, okay? And with that, I will now turn these proceedings over to your president. Paul?
Okay, guys. Now, everyone has agreed to go along with whatever the officers decide, right? Rich?
Sure.
Jen?
Okay.
Okay. You're on.
The way it all started. Well, it was a pretty normal afternoon at the paper.
Vinnie, you cover the homecoming game. I got it. Oh, you're good. That's what they tell me.
So does he get to cover the homecoming queen, since we all know who that's gonna be?
Nobody's covering the homecoming queen. Except maybe me.
I'm telling you, buddy, you're missing out on a major opportunity with this Ideal Babe contest.
No, we can't run that. It's not good.
So what do you like, blondes, brunettes, redheads, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jen, how about this week's filler on electives, huh? 100 words.
Yeah, all right.
All right, what'll it be? Plenty of them left.
Officers Prep Corps.
So, it was your choice to write the article that got all this started.
Well, yes. I had a friend in OPC, and I went to see her.
Gloria, wait up!
I finally got an assignment.
Say, oh, good for you.
Interviewing the new OPC drill leader.
I didn't get it, Jen.
But I thought...
Yeah, I was next in line.
You worked so hard. Why?
You know why? No, went to some guy who wasn't even in as long. Yeah, I don't care what they do. They're not gonna push me out.
What are you saying, Gloria?
I'm not gonna be like my mom sewing on some lousy machine at Brinkley's. Now, the Corps is gonna get me a scholarship to college. And nobody's gonna make me quit.
They can't. You didn't do anything wrong.
Sure did. Worst thing I could have done.
What?
I was born a girl.
I wrote an article after that.
I remember it.
Richard, do you have a copy?
No.
I keep everything. It was the one about how gender bias keeps girls down in the Corps.
You know a girl who can lift a 50 caliber machine gun?
Neither can he.
Oh, I have no intention of lifting... Hey, off the subject.
Okay. So this Gloria, the soldier, she put you up to it?
No. I even left out her name. I just wrote how some of the girls were treated unfairly.
Well, that was your interpretation. I mean, you don't really know why she was passed over for promotion.
Anybody would have seen it that way.
I wouldn't.
Well, I just thought it was great to see a woman's point of view for a change.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I ran the article, as an editorial.
See, I remember that now. It spun some wheels, didn't it?
Yeah, and I greased them. Letters to the editor are great for circulation.
She got a lot of attention.
Not the kind I wanted. Not this.
Had to guess about the bra. If you want, you can show me how it's supposed to look.
Oh,
It's kind of embarrassing.
Too bad, though, huh? Forget about it. See?
I tried to laugh it off. I really did, you know. Be a team player.
I tell you, I wish I could get someone to sexually harass me. Been trying for years, no one will do it. See, that's the problem. She can't take a joke.
Richard, did you mean the cartoon in any kind of sexual way?
Oh, anybody can see it's a political statement. I mean, you know, the women's movement.
I can see that.
See what?
The reference to the 1970s women's liberation movement, in which bra burning was a symbolic gesture indicating freedom from...
Elastic.
Right, come on.
Actually, that cartoon was kind of a compliment. I mean, Jen took an activist stand on a woman's issue.
Are you part of some activist women's organization? That has nothing to do with whether she was harassed. If she was offended by the cartoon, he had no right to print it.
Wait a sec. I want to know, were you put up to this by some outside agitators? You know, women who hate men trying to prove a point.
What are you talking about? No.
Jen, let me ask you something. Do you like boys?
Oh, man, this guy's killing me. She likes boys, all right. There was this boy in 6th grade she used to call all the time till his mother told her to stop.
That's not what this is about. Mr. Gaines, can I have a 5-minute break?
We just got started.
Please, there's someone I have to get for the case.
I'll allow it. Yes, go on.
Must be that kid from 6th grade.
Gloria, please. Will you just look at me? Things are going really bad in there. They're laughing at me. You're the only one that saw. Look, it'll only take a minute. You've got to tell.
I don't got to do anything for you. You already used me once to put yourself ahead.
I never meant...
I don't care. Look, you knew OPC was my only shot at college, and you nearly got it torched for me with that article. Now you have the nerve to ask me to go in or maybe get busted again just to bail you out.
I thought we were friends.
You decided if we were friends back when you did that article. And we're not.
I was trying to be her friend. I mean, whose idea was it to take her onto the paper anyway? Whose?
Yours. You call the shots.
We needed girls. The paper needed girl reporters. More of them. We had one before. Reporters who happen to be female.
We get it, Andy.
Yeah, don't worry about us thinking you're a sexist.
So you recruited Jen. Why?
Because I believe in equal opportunity for everybody, and Jen knew that. I mean, I was the one she came to when Gloria got upset about the article. See, I was trying to help her with her work. I was being nice.
Richard,
Yeah?
I didn't know Gloria would be so upset by this. I wouldn't have...
Don't let it bother you. You gotta have guts to be in this business.
That's not what you said.
What?
What did he say?
What did he say?
You said... Tell him what you really said.
I just did.
He said... You gotta be ballsy.
Would you repeat that, please?
He said you gotta be ballsy.
That's the point, isn't it? If a person doesn't have male organs, they can't be in the business.
Oh, come on. If you're gonna have a guy up on charges of saying that, you'll have to suspend every guy in school. What are you gonna do? Police the halls for dirty words? This is supposed to be a free country. Say anything you want.
Freedom of speech doesn't mean the right to say anything you want.
But we're not debating the Constitution here. Now, what we have to figure out is where's the line between freedom of expression and sexual harassment?
Look, if I used a word that was inadvisable, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't know she'd be offended. But that's not sexual harassment. Guys just talk that way.
Yeah.
Don't hide behind boys will be boys. It's harassment if she felt harassed. Did you?
Well, it wasn't so much the word that was the problem.
You mean you went along with him using that word? Why?
I don't know. I guess I just wasn't thinking about it at the time.
That's because you've been brainwashed into accepting it.
I'm not brainwashed.
Then why didn't you say something? You could have put a stop to it right there.
Let me finish. The problem is what happened next. He was asking me to do something I didn't want to do.
Ever hear of the phrase, use what you've got to get what you want?
Yeah, so?
Well, you're hot right now after that OPC bit. Why don't we use it? We'll set up another controversy, okay? You just stand outside the door to the football locker room.
That's not me, Richard.
Oh, well, it can be. But, you know, if you're going to be the first girl reporter in the guys' locker room, you're going to have to loosen up a bit.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, do a little I'll show you mine if you show me yours, you know? Wear something sexy. I just want you to put out.
I didn't know how to react. In a way, it seemed like he was coming on to me.
Oh, please.
Well, I knew he didn't mean it, so it was like he was teasing me.
I don't do that. I mean, I don't need to do that. This whole mess is nothing but stuff you misinterpreted because you didn't understand. I tell all my reporters to put out. Right, Vinnie? Put out articles, nothing else.
Oh, yeah, right.
Come on. We all know what put out means. You were manipulating her.
I have an important question.
Go ahead.
What were you wearing that day?
I don't know, a skirt.
Long skirt? Short?
Like everybody, it was short.
How short? Above your knees? What, 3, 4 inches?
She told you it was nothing special. What do you want?
Excuse me, but for the record, I don't know who you're trying to kid in that little covered-up number you're wearing today. Everybody here knows what's in your closet. Just for the record.
Thank you. Did you have on makeup?
Yeah, lipstick, so?
Oh, what kind of lipstick?
The kind I have.
What kind?
Papaya Passion.
Papaya Passion.
It's just a name.
And maybe some mascara. Were you wearing perfume?
Cut it out. All that's irrelevant.
If not, if she was asking for it.
Asking for it? What are we supposed to do? Come to school in a potato sack because you can't control your hormones?
Can you at least admit that sometimes you guys...
Girls, Mick, we're girls.
I'm sorry. Sometimes you girls aren't ready to deliver what you're advertising.
Yeah. See, I think we need to get the whole picture on this, Jen.
Yeah, maybe I was wearing a little perfume. So do most of the girls.
Most of the girls aren't charging sexual harassment. You're the one who asked for this hearing.
To deal with what Richard did.
Well, what about you, Jen? What did you do? You thought he was making advances, so what did you do about it?
I didn't know what to do. So I talked to Lucy.
Oh, too cool. You have to get it or I will.
Go ahead.
What's with you today?
You know,
Oh, that.
do you really think he was coming on?
Well, so what if he was?
Well, what am I supposed to do about that?
Enjoy it. I would. I know you think he's cute.
He's not interested in me. Just going with that Stephanie.
Wait a minute, Lucy. Did you actually hear Jen say that Richard was cute?
Do you find Richard attractive?
Of course she finds him attractive. Why do you think he's the head of the newspaper? Hey, you know, you're putting her in a corner. If she says no, she's a liar. If she says yes, you're gonna nail her. This isn't about whether Jen finds Richard attractive.
Do you find Jen attractive?
Excuse me. No offense. Can anyone tell me why Richard would go after this when he's already got that?
Now listen up, all of you. My relationship with Stephanie is intact and has been for over a year.
Don't I know it? You know, Richard has a lot to lose besides the paper. She makes a case of sexual harassment stick. He can kiss his college chances goodbye.
What about my chances? I'm trying to get somewhere, too, and I'm the one that got messed over. I didn't want this.
No, you wanted Richard, didn't you? And you just couldn't have him, so now you're out to destroy him.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, a little bit of fatal attraction. A woman scorned, huh?
Is that it?
No.
Yeah, you admitted you were wearing a short skirt, perfume, mascara, lipstick, papaya, passion.
And you think he's cute. And then what? You get bent out of shape when he comes on? Give me a break.
Look, I even stopped wearing short skirts after that. I didn't ask for this.
Are you sure? I mean, think about it. Don't you think it's possible that maybe you were the one harassing Richard?
Honestly, all I ever wanted was for it to stop. I wish I could have just dropped it. But things just kept getting worse.
All by themselves, huh? If you allowed yourself to be a victim, if you didn't do a thing...
I did something. The next day, I told him straight out I didn't want to do the locker room interviews.
Yeah, I heard her. So I said, hey, I'd pinch hit.
So?
Richard said a jock in the locker room isn't news. She is.
Interesting.
That's all. I had a game to go to.
That's not all. After Vinnie left, I told Richard, I felt funny about him asking me to wear something sexy.
Oh, I bet he really went for that.
What's that supposed to mean?
A guy like him isn't going to let you get away with disagreeing. Look at him. It's a power thing. He has to win.
Now, put a sock in it, Bobbie.
That's the best you can do? That's your intelligent argument?
Hey, come on, cut it, both of you. Jen, what were you saying?
She's right. He always had to win. He pressured me to do the article.
Believe me, I didn't need her talents enough to pressure her into doing anything.
Oh, no way.
Define pressure.
He said, let's talk. In my office, privately.
I just want you to relax a little, okay? You're gonna do just fine. Now, all you have to do is go in there and talk a little with the boys. No, it's okay. Now, is that so difficult? Come on, let's put it to bed.
I don't need to do this to get a good story.
What happened? What's the matter?
What? Terrible, guys. It's that time of the month.
Oh. What's the difference between a terrorist and a female at that time of the month? Huh? You can negotiate with a terrorist.
Well, were you?
Oh, no.
Don't answer that.
I like this guy.
No, this is relevant. If she was undergoing hormonal imbalance.
Whose hormones are we talking about?
Oh, no. All I am saying is it might have affected her judgment. She might have been baiting him.
Come on, it's a normal female function. She wasn't in heat.
That's why a woman can't be president. Hit her on the wrong day and kapow! There goes the planet.
Get over it.
Makes sense to me.
The question stands.
You're crazy. You expect her to tell you if she's on her period? What are you saying? It's okay, you can take your clothes off. I'm the doctor.
This is really getting rude.
Do I have to answer that?
No, you don't, Jen. The question is inappropriate. This hearing is not an excuse to invade the privacy of Jen or anyone else. So please confine your questions to what was said or done in this case. Okay, people?
Okay.
Thank you.
Jen, did you ever tell Richard not to touch you?
No.
The way she felt was obvious.
But you never actually told him.
I shouldn't have to. You don't go around touching people.
Look, I never touched her.
Yeah, but, I mean, Catch, it just kind of sounds like you did. I mean, what about this whole sweatshirt
Well, that was
thing?
nothing. I mean, I might have done something like maybe I'd do to a little sister. But it's not like I tried to kiss her or anything.
Would you unzip Vinnie's sweatshirt?
I'd knock him into next week.
That's the point.
Right. You do something, they stop.
It's not that easy.
Hey, if he never really touched her, what's the big deal?
Bobbie's saying that guys and girls aren't treated the same.
Oh, now we're supposed to be the same. Hey, Vinnie, you want to go to the dance with me?
You gonna wear the dress?
For real, okay? Is it sexual harassment just because guys and girls are treated differently?
Well, of course we're treated differently, and we are different. we do just fine.
She wasn't fine.
Yeah, and he didn't give me any assignments after that.
Whoa, your work was no good. I mean, that's why you weren't getting any of the bylines. And now you're looking for an excuse. You're twisting around what I said.
What do you think she's twisting?
Like that let's put it to bed thing. I mean, she makes it sound like sleaze. It happens to be one of the oldest expressions in journalism. It means getting the copy ready for printing. I was trying to get her to finish her work.
Okay, maybe my work wasn't so great after that and I couldn't finish on time. But it was because I was too upset. The whole thing was making me sick.
You're really blowing it.
Don't you think I know that? I have to quit the paper. What did I do? What did I do? I just wanted out.
Sergeant, am I relieved?
You are not private. You will maintain this post until 1700 hours.
But why?
You will guard this flagpole today and every day until you get it.
Get what?
Who's in charge around here?
If that newspaper wasn't a hostile environment, I don't know what is. She's telling us it was so bad she was about to quit.
If it was that bad, why didn't you?
Well, I went to resign.
Hello, Jen. So, what's up?
I can't take it anymore, Miss Warshak.
So don't. Quit. You think any of them are gonna care? You don't even care.
I do so care.
Really? About what?
Can't you hear them? I can't do my work. They make fun of me all the time.
They make fun of weakness. Like animals attacking the runt of the litter.
You're defending them? I'm coming to you for help and all you can do is take their side?
All right, just a minute, please.
They're the ones that you talk to and care about. I mean, can't you see what you're doing?
I'm doing you a favor. I'm telling you the way it is. Look. These are from the real world, Jen. What do you suppose it's like out there, huh? Don't think for one moment that this was ever easy for me. It was never easy. Never.
It's wrong. It's like there's some kind of boys' club out there.
Good morning to you. Of course it's a boys' club. What did you think?
I thought things are supposed to be fair. Richard talks about being fair all the time.
Yeah, they all do, my dear. But you'll have it easy compared to what I went through, I promise. You see this one? I really like this one. I was the first and only woman here. Jen, my generation cleared the brush for you, and you come in here crying and complaining because you get a few scratches walking through. Well, isn't that too bad?
Well, what am I supposed to do? Take it?
I asked you what you cared about. What? Your delicate little sensitivities? Or you want to be something? You want to be something. Take the tough classes, do the work, and make it.
I wanted to work on the paper. I did.
So do it. And I don't care more about the boys. It's just that they push. They make me notice them. Jen, we have to be even stronger. Nonetheless, I will speak with Richard.
Thank you.
And Jen, grow up. I did tell Richard.
That Jen was feeling sexually harassed?
Well, that wasn't the particular term I used. But I told him he needed to be more careful.
Careful?
As in, watch out you don't get caught.
To provide equal access. I told him to assign Jen a subject that was gender neutral.
Well, that's good.
He was a little bit, surprised. Editors usually make their own assignments.
Excuse me, Miss Warshak, but I was there. And Richard wasn't just a little surprised. He lost it. Big time.
No kidding. I mean, the next time I went to the paper, he was really on my case.
This is totally bogus. Of course I resented being pressured. I was in charge of that paper. Come on, Paul, you've known me since 3rd grade, right? I mean, that's the way I am.
As long as I've known you, you've been a real take-charge kind of guy.
Right! And all of a sudden, this nightmare. I mean, I can't even believe this is happening. Here I am trying to get ready for college interviews, and I can't sleep at night. And for what? For these smears? Basically, what all this comes down to is, who do you believe? Do you believe me? Or do you believe her? Now, you know me. I mean, you know what I've done for the school. You know what I stand for.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a justice on the Supreme Court. I want to know what happened in that room. This isn't about whether the boys' club believes a member over an outsider. This is about what you did to Jen.
What Richard is alleged to have done.
Jen, why do you expect people to believe your word against his?
I don't know. I just wanted to try. So this wouldn't happen to anybody else.
So what wouldn't happen?
This. It's a picture of me undressing for swimming class.
Nice seeing you, Jen.
If whoever did that is in this room, I want him to know I think it's as stupid, immature, and adolescent as it gets, and I wouldn't stand for it. So what did you do?
That's when I went to the principal.
And that brings us to this hearing. Jen, I'm sorry. I'll need that photograph. I told you we might have to use it.
I don't really have to show this. Can't you guys understand from what I said?
I know I said that a woman who gets harassed is asking for it, but nobody asks for this.
Thanks, babe, but I've seen it already.
This isn't right. Women are supposed to be treated with respect. You look up to them, like a mother, you know?
Dump the pedestal, Vinnie. What are we gonna do standing up on a rock? And even playing field's all anybody's asking for, same as the guys.
You want same as the guys? You know how we talk to guys? The way you don't like. So if you want to stay in the locker room, don't complain about how it stinks.
I don't want to be one of the guys. I'm a girl.
Ooh, that's obvious.
I believe it's my turn now.
You didn't see it already?
I heard about it. Oh, my. You know, Jen, the way you're standing, you can't really see that much.
He stripped me in front of the entire school. Can anybody in here understand that? Doesn't anybody in here know how that feels?
I did not take that picture.
You always have the camera at the newspapers. The ones with the silencer so that no one can hear the shutter. And this is not some snapshot. This is the same quality you use at the newspaper. And you could have easily had those guys do it.
Lots of people have 35mm cameras. Anybody could have taken it.
Put it down.
Richard, did you have anything to do with taking that photo?
No.
Do you know who did?
No, I don't.
Well, somebody took that picture and put dozens of copies around the school. Who else was motivated?
I wasn't motivated.
Yeah, right. Well, who else had the equipment?
How would I know?
Yeah, I didn't exactly think you'd tell. All you agreed to shut up so we couldn't get at him, right?
Can't you see what's happening here? Jen was violated by the attitude that he allowed at that paper. And if we let him off the hook about this picture, she'll be violated again at this hearing.
Andy, Vinnie, you two know anything?
No way.
If I was gonna pass around a picture, she would certainly have a lot more,
Shut up.
Wait a minute. What about her? She could have gotten to the lockers easily.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I?
Jen, do you have any proof that can link Richard to that picture?
No.
Do you have any witnesses to the personal incidents you mentioned?
There's never any proof, is there?
Barry.
Gloria.
Oh, now she's bringing in the truth.
somebody call the fashion police.
I have something to say.
Come in. Come closer.
You're the one Jen wrote about.
Yeah, but that's not why I'm here. I have to tell you what I saw. See, I was there the day he touched her.
What?
See, I went to the newspaper room looking for Jen.
Now, this is after the article came out.
Yeah. See, we had a fight, and I was pretty mad, but I wanted to talk to her and maybe make up. So I walk in there, and there he is, undoing the top of her shirt.
And he didn't say anything?
See, I didn't know. See, I thought that maybe she liked him, and the article was for him in the first place.
You thought I sold you out for him?
Yeah. I'm sorry, okay? But I'm here now.
Thank you. Well, here's your proof.
Of what? She's got a major axe to grind because she's not cutting it with the boys in OPC.
I know what I saw.
What exactly did you see?
He put his hands on the collar.
Well, Richard already admitted he touched the collar of her sweatshirt. Zipper. Okay, zipper. You don't need to make it sound so symbolic, Bobbie.
So you have proof he saw your collarbone. Go tell Mama, please. You know, I'm sitting here listening to you girls go at each other, and I'm thinking, hey, when you chicks finally get your act together, no, let me know. Because if you can't agree on what you want, don't expect me to do it for you.
You don't get it, do you? You haven't heard a word we said.
Can we do without the chicks,
Gentlemen,
Nick?
ladies, please. Thank you. I think we have covered the essential facts here in this case. What is needed now is a reasoned decision. The legal interpretation of sexual harassment under Title VII, the 1964 Civil Rights Act, and I'm summarizing here, everybody. When conduct has the effect of substantially interfering with an individual's work performance, or when there is created a work atmosphere that is intimidating, it is hostile, or offensive.
Guilty.
I heard that, Bobbie. And I warn you, and I warn all of you, Richard is innocent until proven guilty. And you each have a responsibility to allow him every benefit of the doubt. Do you understand? You must be absolutely sure. Now, I dismiss the witnesses. Officers, please remain.
When you walked in, I could just see it. It was great. It was like D-Day.
Oh, so how do you rank the Lincoln team?
Oh, no way.
Can you believe that your barber started? Yes. I was like, I couldn't believe the guy's like a girl.
No doubt.
I can't believe he's throwing me.
What time is it? 8 o'clock?
Like the Marines landing on the beach.
OPC, Lucy.
Yeah, whatever.
That's if they didn't notice I went AWOL.
Okay, big man. Who then?
All right, if you want a really tough lineup, take Jensen and Graver.
Come on in, people. Here we go. Come on.
We, came here today to decide if Jen was sexually harassed. The picture proves that she was. But there's no absolute proof that Richard had anything to do with it. We voted by secret ballot to decide what to do. The majority decision of the panel is Richard is not guilty of sexual harassment.
Yes! All right.
Now, wait a minute. There's more. See, we talked about everything that we heard. And we agreed, most of us, that as for whether a hostile environment existed at the paper, yeah, it probably did. So, think about that.
At least they believed you.
This hearing is closed. Thank you. You may go. Richard, please stay.
You need me?
No, thank you, Denise. That's fine. Good night. I think we both know what happened here. And son, I'm going to be watching you. Do you understand?
Right.
You may go.
You know, in a way it's okay even though you didn't win. I mean, you did it. And that's the main thing.
Yeah, we don't stand up. We keep getting stepped on.
Hey, Jen! Hi. I just wanted to say that, I've been thinking, you know. And I laughed at some things, like the other guys. But hey, if you didn't think the jokes were funny, well, they weren't. Okay?
Okay.
I figured those things made her feel bad. And they weren't right. So I'm sorry.
Thanks, Vinnie.
He is so sweet. Did you see how he looked at me?
I don't know, Lucy. I don't think things will ever be the same again.
Maybe they shouldn't be.
I listened to my mama, did what I was told. bones, but I'm